Hi everyone, welcome back or welcome to my channel. My name is Vanessa. Today's pick a card reading is going to be like your person's secret compliments to you, what they like admire about you or what they think about you but don't really tell you. 3 piles to pick from as usual. Pile 1 is the citrine, pile 2 is the labradorite, and then pile 3 is the amethyst. So go ahead and think about it, mull it over, see what pile is calling to you, and then pick that pile. Hi, pile number 1. If you picked the citrine, this reading is for you. So I just want to remind you guys that not every reading is for every single person. If it doesn't resonate with you, that's okay. Secondly, I'm happy you're here. And thirdly, I do personal, private tarot readings that you could find the information in the description. So like if there's something specific that you want to know about, if you want to get a reading that is specific to you and not just like, this is a reading that there's a chance that it'll apply to you, but there's also a chance that it won't. And private personal readings are like for you. But it's all good. Let's see if this reading is for you. So, your person. Their secret compliments, there's a lot. They think a lot, they feel a lot. First of all, they really, really think that for some of you guys, it's not gonna be for everyone, but there's like this gracefulness to you. Maybe you have been a dancer before. Just the way you move, they can't stop staring at you. Like sometimes they feel kind of mesmerized by the way that you move. It could literally be as simple as you walking, or maybe they see you working, or they see you exercising, they see you doing something with your body, and they really like that. Sorry guys, had a little interruption. What was I saying? Yeah, there's something fluid, there's something graceful, there's something beautiful about your body and the way that you move. They also like the fact that you have stuff going on in your life and you seem to really balance that out very well. Different things for everyone, but it could be school and work, or maybe you have kids and you still manage to have a job, or still manage to have a hobby or a side hustle or something like that you do. They also see that like you're always making progress also in your goals or in the stuff that you try to do, and you're like super passionate. You go for the things that you want to go to. Like once you kind of want something, or you decide that you are going for something, you just do it, and it seems to like happen flawlessly for you. And they just see that the universe low-key looks out for you, and they're like, wow, they got it made. They also like, your personality. You could be pretty free-spirited, joyful. You like to laugh. You're not too shy. You there's something angelic about you, something you don't necessarily follow the rules of society. You don't necessarily feel like you have to have, you don't think that you have to have set things in your life in order to feel happy or in order to feel accomplished. You don't have like a 20-year plan where you do this. You're not very A-type personality, and maybe they are. And so they really appreciate how free you are, how free you seem to be, how you're not afraid to express yourself, how fiery you can be. They just love your personality, and like even if you feel like you're shy, or you feel like it takes you a while to open up, this person still appreciates. They see the fire within you. They see you as someone quite passionate and unapologetically themselves and unafraid to be themselves. Yeah, and they just think you're really creative. We have a lot about passion here, because we have the Eight of Wands, we have the High Priestess of Fire, even the Fool. I think that you kind of like, if this person feels like they're boring, or they feel like they don't have much going on, like they just talk to you and you just kind of start talking to them about whatever you'd like to talk about, and they just like instantly perk up, and they like to hear what you're saying, and they like to engage in conversation with you a lot, because you're fun. And I think that you're fun without really, really trying. Like, you're not trying to be the fun person. It just comes naturally to you. It's just who you are. You're just fun. And this person loves to be around you, loves to talk to you. They probably go out of their way to try to talk to you, whatever the situation is that you guys are in. Um, they like that you kind of, some of you guys could be really good at setting boundaries, and they kind of like that about you, that you seem to not be afraid to let go of stuff, not be afraid to walk away from stuff, um, that you can be pretty competitive. Maybe they see that you have a competitive streak. There's something about you, you that they kind of see that as competitive, and they really like that. They think it's fun and energizing. They feel energized when they're around you, which is why they come to you, is because you kind of breathe life into them. But they also see a side of you that's kind of like patient, because you're not impatient or reckless or impulsive. You're just fun and spontaneous. They don't see it as a negative quality. Um, but they like we were talking about earlier. They see that you are patient, and you work hard at the things you do, and you put effort, and you have all these ideas, but you make sure to back them up with like sustainability. And that could be in relationships too. They just see you as very you take on things that are sustainable, not like just you don't make bad decisions in their opinions, and they really, really think that's cool. Okay, the messages are so insanely repeated here. It's crazy. Like, I guess they never tell you how much they freaking love your personality, because that's most of what we're getting here. Because then we have the Queen of Wands. They just find you like authentic. They find you like dynamic. They find you, like I said earlier, passionate and warm and empowering, and again, passionate, positive. Like, you see the bright side of things, and you kind of help them see it without like without like preaching to them like you need to be more positive. You just kind of are who you are, and they kind of see you, and they like, wow, like this person, regardless of the struggles that they go through or they have gone through, they're still so positive and outgoing and have a positive outlook on life. And I think you share that with people. You share your awesome outlook. You share your passion with people, and like, people feel blessed by you when they're around you. Wow, you're pretty cool, and your person really thinks you're super, super cool too. Pile number 1, it's a short one today. I hope you liked it. If you guys would like longer videos, make suggestions in the comments for topics that might require a little bit of a longer video. Thank you guys so much, and I'll see you later. Hi, pile number 2. If you picked the labradorite, this reading is for you. So, very interesting. I don't know if I've ever had this many 10s, because the only one that we're missing is the 10 of Pentacles. We have the 10 of Wands, 10 of Swords, 10 of Cups. So I think that's something very important to note, as well as the number 1 is going to be very important for you. But before I get started, I want to talk about 3 things. First thing is, always listen to your intuition first. If something doesn't sound like it's for you, don't take that message. Don't run with it. Just leave it. Let it go. Second of all, this is like a generalized reading. Most pick a card readings are, so if they don't resonate with you, that's why. But if you guys do want like more clarity on a specific situation, on a specific person, definitely check out my description. I do personal private readings that are all about you, your energy, your person, your situation. And lastly, this one's going to be a little bit shorter, but I know you guys really like the long videos, but I just it'd be cool if you guys could let me know what kind of video topics you would like in the comments, so I can do that for you guys. Just whatever questions you guys have for pick a cards, for tarot, for the universe, let me know, and I will try to do them for you. I'm usually pretty good at doing those for people if they're requested. Anyways, so we're gonna get started on what secret compliments your person has for you. So to start off, they think you're like a winner. They think that You have like this insane inner drive, and you know where your life is headed, you know where you're going, you know what you need to do, you know what you want to do, that you're always focused. Like you don't your eye is always on the prize and you always go for it. But that you confidently do what you got to do, and you confidently know what you need to do and know what you want to do. And then we also have the Four of Wands, which is like they first of all, they think you're really beautiful. Sometimes they just want to like they admire your beauty a lot and just the way you look. I think it's your bone structure. I think it's your jaw for some of you guys. If it's not, that's okay, but they like your face. They think you're like you're quite a stable person. They know that they can lean on you if they need to. You've built yourself, and I think that the life that you have is quite stable and strong. And it's a home. They admire you, they like you, they wish they could tell you that you sometimes feel like home to them. I don't know. I don't know why they don't tell you. Maybe they do. I don't know why they don't tell you. They feel like you're home. They just feel warm and cuddly, and they get warm feelings when they think about you, when they're around you, and they can't wait for winter so they can cuddle you. Yeah, it's really cute. It's really cute. Your person really likes you. They feel like they can trust you, which is funny because we have the trust oracle card right there. Yeah, they just feel like they could trust you with their life. They could trust that you would be faithful, that you would make a happy home with them. This person just hella trusts you, like with their life, because they see that you are so responsible, that you have duties and you keep your promises, and you're not wishy-washy, and you might not. I feel like sometimes some of you guys can feel like you guys are kind of boring, but your person doesn't feel that way. They don't see that at all. They can only see the good parts. They can only see of like how you don't always ask for help, and you don't always tell people when you're burdened, but you always just get shit done, and you do it with like a smile, and you take on a lot. You can be helping your family, like parents, siblings type of thing. There's like people in your life that you're helping. And you do it with a smile, and you don't complain. Sometimes they wish they could help you with that burden. They wish they could help you they want to take the load off of you and onto them, and help you kind of help you go through things. So also, if like you're going through emotional turmoil or you're going through things, they also wish that they could help you through that, because they know you're insanely strong, but they want to help. I think you've also been hurt by people before, and sometimes you might not feel very confident, and sometimes you can kind of blame yourself for things, and they wish they could tell you that they like that you don't play the victim. You know what you did wrong. You know where your faults are, where you take the blame for problems in your life, and you fix them. You don't just sit around saying woe is me. At least most of you guys, or at least that's the impression that they get. And then we have the Page of Wands. They think that there's like this like sweetness to you. There's this like, you want to learn, and you want to experience things, and you want to learn new things, and they really, really like that about you. I'm getting hot. This person thinks you're hot. And see, they don't think you're boring at all. They don't think that you are like a stick in the mud. They find you quite like a little bit of a free spirit, which is interesting, because literally in every pile there's something that talks about like being free spirited, or being creative, or being different in a way, like being fun to be around. Your person just wants to tell you that they have fun around you, and that they like the way you express yourself. And then we have the Ten of Cups. And that just talks about emotional fulfillment and all the lovey-dovey things. So their secret compliment in regards to that is that they feel a lot of they feel connected to you. They feel connected to you. Uh, they feel emotionally fulfilled. The thing about you is that I think that they've seen you kind of develop, or you've told them about it, or they just know that you've had a lot of character development, a lot of development within yourself. That you started off having issues, whatever the case is, and you've fully made a circle. Sorry, I got cut off there. But they just really appreciate having you in their life. If they haven't told you before, whatever kind of connection you guys have, they enjoy that, and they see how far you've come to find inner peace, or or you still trying to reach that inner peace. They see it and they appreciate. They find you very alluring. They find you strong, a little independent, which they really like. Pile number 3, that's all I really have for you. I hope that resonated with you. If it did, let me know in the comments. And I will see you guys on the next video. Bye, guys. Pile number 3, welcome to your reading. If you picked the amethyst, this reading is for you. So a couple things I want to talk about. If this reading doesn't resonate with you, if it doesn't sound like it's for you, use your intuition first. Then it's not for you. That's okay. Second of all, if you want like a more specific reading, a reading channel to your energy, a reading channel to your specific situation, or your specific questions, in the description I do personal private readings, so you can always go in there and pick the reading. All the info for all of that is in the description. Lastly, this one's going to be a little short, but if you guys want longer videos, it'd be cool if you guys could suggest some topic ideas in the comments that might be a little bit longer. Just in general, any topics that you guys want covered, or any questions that you guys have for tarot reading, definitely leave it in the comment. Anyways, so how, the secret compliments that this person wants to give you but doesn't, and they hoard them. I wonder why. But they just don't tell you. But let's talk about what it is. So it's really interesting. I think they find you to be quite mystical in a way, quite intuitive, quite into the arts, the spiritual arts. I think you kind of help them also kind of like think about things that are outside of this, world, that are a little different, more abstract even. Possibly you're into tarot readings, so maybe you're into reading yourself, or you're just into different otherworldly stuff, into the occult, and they really like that about you. They feel like you don't have the answers, but you do in a way. Like they could come to you and kind of like theorize with you, and just talk to you about like different things. But it's so interesting because we have the King of Swords and we also have the Queen of Swords, and it's really interesting because it starts the deck with Queen, and the spread, and it ends with the Queen of Swords. I found that really interesting. But they feel like you are a very mentally strong person, mentally capable person. You have a lot of power in your mind, because while you could be very emotionally intelligent as well, they personally really like the fact that you are, that you have this intellect. I can't speak with you guys. This person really can't speak to you. Or maybe you also get extremely tongue-tied, but like I wasn't having this problem with the other pile. So like this pile's person or you have a very hard time communicating effectively. Maybe that's why they have like, they're blocked. They have all these like awesome things that they feel about you or that they think about you, and they don't tell you, which is why you clicked on the video probably. But anyways, so they like your intellectual strength a lot. They think you're like very dignified. You have authority as well, and you're just like, I think that they think you're very disciplined. They really admire your discipline. because you can have a lot going on in your life and you probably make lists maybe. There's something about you that could be a little organized and have rules for yourself. And you also know when, like, you know how to deal with your emotions. How do I say this? Why am I having such a hard time with your pile? You know that you can sometimes separate yourself from your emotions because you're probably a very emotional human being, and you know that sometimes you can't act on just emotion. Like, you think things through and they see that. You can be objective when you need to be, and they really appreciate that about you. Because I think they see that you can be quite emotional, but you work hard to not let that make you make bad decisions. And then we have the Hermit. So I think they like that you are open to, you go, God, you guys, I am having such a hard time. Give me a second. I'm back. I took a couple breaths to center myself, which if you ever feel like you need to do in front of this person, I would definitely recommend it. They should maybe also do it if they feel so inclined when they're around you, but this see, it's still happening. I think there's just a lot. So they feel like you sometimes can go inward and soul search. You go inward and you figure out what you need. You figure out what is lacking in your spiritual journey, in your life, in they just realize that you really take time to reflect. You really take time to be truthful, to be true to yourself mainly. They really like that you take some space to figure yourself out. That you are not afraid to be alone. You're not afraid to travel alone. I think that maybe you have traveled alone and maybe told them about it, or it doesn't have to be quite literal, but it could be also be like that you travel, you soul search alone. You have taken time, perhaps after a breakup or just like whatever, whenever, to take some time for yourself to figure out what you need and who you are. And they insanely admire that. They also think that you are kind of, I don't want to say sneaky, so we're going to use the word mysterious. They think that you have secrets. They think that you don't fully open up and that you don't fully express. That you can be a little deceptive. But they like that. They like the, I don't know if you guys are playing games or what it is, what that pertains to. It's different for everybody. Take that as it resonates. But I think there's a playfulness to it where maybe one of you guys does the chasing and the other one does the chasing and the other one gets chased, and the other one is prey and the other one is predator, and maybe you guys kind of play back and forth with that. But also that you could be discreet. I do get the sense that they think that you can hold a secret, and they really, really like that. They appreciate that in you. And then they also think that you are quite free-spirited. There is something that is like non-conventional about you if you are conventional, because this could talk about being into rules, kind of doing things by the book, and they appreciate that side of you. But they also appreciate the side of you that goes on adventures, that has a lot of fun, that can be joyful, that can laugh, that can be spontaneous, who has different ideas, who, their topics just kind of like, you might talk about things and they're just kind of like, whoa, that's out of nowhere, but I like it, let's go with it, that kind of thing. They also think that you are quite insanely generous, that you give so much even if you don't have, that you lend a helping hand, that you probably give them stuff, just maybe that's your love language, but you gift people a lot of things, and you're generous, and you allow people into your energy, I think, and they really like that about you. But then they know that you can cut them off if it gets hard on you, or if it's not healthy or anything like that. They know that you won't hesitate to cut people off, or yeah. But they also think that you are very lucky in the realm of like you receive a lot because you give a lot. So they maybe, you know, you get a lot of gifts and they somehow know about it, or you give a lot of gifts, or they give you a lot of gifts, or you give them a lot of gifts. There's gift giving involved. And there's a lot of prosperity, and they just see like the flow of you giving and getting, and so they admire that, and I think they wish that they could do that more. And I think you're inspiring them to be a little more giving. Because maybe that's not their love language, but you inspire that. Sorry, my cat's wilding out over there. And it's not that you give money, but it's just like maybe simple gifts, or you give a listening ear, or you give a helping hand. Something quite beautiful about you giving. They do find you attractive, and like there's a confidence to you that they like they melt for. They could like kind of spend a while just kind of staring at you. And you could just be fronting, or you could not even realize that you seem as confident as you seem to them, but you seem really confident to them. Like you seem like you got it, like you know you have it, and like you're like, yeah, go ahead, admire me because I know I'm hot. And that's the energy that your person reads, and they really like it. Like they love it. Um, but yeah, they just think you're clever, you're witty, you're smart. Um, like that you're classy, you're a sharpshooter at times. Like you can tell them what's up. Probably more that they can tell you. Like you might, in a lot of cases for you guys might have to ask them straight up like what you need to know, because they don't give the information so freely. Like you're probably quick to be like, hey, I think you're cute, or hey, like nice haircut, or hey, you look good today. And they're less so inclined to do that, to give just compliments freely the way you do. Um, and sometimes you can come off as a little like detached, and they like it. They like when you're kind of like ignoring them a little bit, when you're not like just like when you're not chasing them. See, that's the game that they like to play with you. I don't know about that energy. You'll know better than me, but I'm gonna let you decide. Thank you guys for sticking around. If you stuck around, if this resonated with you, if the energy feels like is if it, the energy of the connection here is like blocked throat chakra, let me know, because this one was really hard for me to get out. I don't know why I was so like nervous and unable to get my thoughts right. So if you guys suffer from that with this person, let me know in the comments, and I'll see you guys on the next video. Bye guys.